radio. So, the blended family system. What is this family system? What is it?
Yeah, so blended family system can also be termed as step family system or reconstituted family system.
Okay.
Yeah. We can also call it the complex family system.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a family system which consists of two parents coming together with their children.
Okay.
Or child from a broken or I don't want to use the word broken. But coming from different relationship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coming from different relationship and then agree to be married or be bonded.
Okay.
Yes, as husband and wife.
All right. So it means that they separated from their original partners.
Yes.
And now they are coming together from different.
Yes, and I don't want to
use the original.
Yes.
I get you.
Because so reconstituted family or blended family system simply means that the man having a child and the woman also having a child.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It may also be that the man has no child, but the woman has a child.
Okay.
So
Okay.
all it simply means is that there is a child, okay, or there was a family coming up before a breakup and then another family starting.
Okay.
Yeah. So you see that is something that in these days or even in the past is something that we cannot do away with, because marriages, families, there are so many incidents that can lead to a break of marriage or a separation. Okay. A lot of things can lead someone having a child already. Okay. And getting married to another person.
Okay.
And
okay.
This is a blended family. Okay. Now we want to look at coming together. Mm-hmm. What are some of the challenges when we come together? How do we live? Because these children, one way or the other, see themselves as not coming from same biological parents.
Sure.
Other time, you the parents also, you see the other child as not your own biological child. So we use the word blended instead of step family.
Okay.
Because step will make it too ambiguous. Step family makes it sound like, oh, there was a divorce. Okay. Something really went wrong and you couldn't stay in that relationship or you couldn't stay in that marriage.
Okay.
Therefore, you are out and you are now coming to join yourself to another man or another woman. We use the word blended in a sense that there should be a smooth transition.
Okay.
From one relationship to the other.
Okay. That is without bitterness, without...
Yes. So we use the word blended.
All right.
So that it will sound better. Sometimes the word I'm a stepchild or I'm a stepdaughter, to some extent, you understand?
Yeah.
I'm sure with time, a better word will be found for it. As a nice word have been found for the step family to blended family. Okay. And then blended family is just like you blending coffee with milk.
Okay.
So you get it uniform. So we want to have this family indeed coming from different homes or coming from different relationship, coming together in a very unique way. Okay. So that it should be difficult for others outside to identify the difference.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So that even the children growing up, it will be difficult for them to notice that this person is my step brother,
sure,
or step sister, or let me say step sibling.
sure, sure.
I know there are families that it took them long time, many years before the children got to know that, not knowing we don't belong to the same parents.
Same parents.
And that is what we want to encourage.
Okay.
In as much as divorce is in a rise, and people will want to remarry, either with their children, or go alone, or leave the children with their parent, that is their grandparents. We want to look at how best we can still go with our children into another marriage,
okay,
without any
friction. Okay. Okay.
It doesn't also mean we are encouraging divorce. But we want to also establish that many factors could lead to blended family system.
Okay.
And one of them, I think I've already mentioned, is divorce. Another one could do with death.
Okay.
Death.
Okay.
You know, because you didn't plan, you didn't even know that the one you are entering into marriage after 3 years, yes, is going to leave you after whatever years. Is going to leave you after whatever month, is going to leave you in the hands of death. Then another one we can mention is separation. Separation. Okay. Probably there was no marriage.
Okay.
You know, it's just cohabitation.
You want to do your own things, and things happen.
and you don't feel like continuing the relationship.
Okay.
So you end up finding yourself with someone that you are more comfortable with.
All right.
And you want to, already you have a child, and you want to enter into
okay,
proper marriage this time around, but not with the one you have children with. Yes. So it's very, very important for us to look at how best we can enter into marriage with our children.
Okay.
Or join our children with other children to make them siblings.
Okay.
Without any issue. Although the issues will be there, the challenges will be there, because bringing two parents and children together will be very, very challenging.
Even those from same, it's not even easy. Comes with its own
challenges. Yeah. So it's very, very important. It's very, very important. Other than that, we'll have these children growing up having different character and different worldview.
Okay. I
am very much particular about children growing up with principles, values, and a worldview. If they have to grow in the hands of different parents, what are we expecting?
Okay.
What are you, the biological mother, expecting from the father who is coming in as a stepfather?
Okay.
And what are you as expected biological father also expecting from a stepmother or adopted mother? You understand what I'm talking about? And this will bring about a lot of challenges if it's not well managed. So we want to look at some of the challenges.
Okay.
We've already said that bringing these two together is already challenging.
Yeah.
Two different parents who have agreed to become husband and wife, and they already have children, and these children are also coming together to see themselves as siblings.
When you were doing your agreement, the children were not there.
So quick one, it's important for the two of you, including the children, to seek counseling.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Let the children join in the counseling or the talking therapy.
Okay.
It's very, very important. So they will know what they are getting themselves into. They will know what the two of you are getting yourselves into. Very, very important. You don't let them out and begin to think that, oh, they know already. They will know. They will understand. Depending on the children's age,
Okay.
you should put those also into consideration. Because when the child is, for instance, 9, look at these children. One is 9, the other is 6. And probably the mom is coming with a child of 9 years, and the man is also coming with a child of 6 years. You see that it will be very, very challenging.
Sure.
To be very, very challenging. You understand?
Yeah.
So, how best can we get ourselves as
a man and woman?
Yes, parents.
Okay.
With children already coming together, form a family. Probably we want to also give birth and have children of our own.
Sure.
And it also depends on the number of children you both have already.
Okay.
Because if you have one and I have one as a man, we look at the economic system.
Do we want more?
It's not just about the comfort. The comfort of now I have someone to take care of my children. Now I have someone to take the financial responsibility of my children. You know, is more than that.
Sure.
Because you should be looking at someone who will help your children grow up in the manner that you want.
Sure. There should be that
You
conscious effort.
That
will.
That training. Is this man willing to train this child of mine the way I want it? Is this woman? So you put a lot of things into consideration. Maybe today we are just laying few foundations.
Sure.
Try to, punch holes or, so that when we sit properly, we can align them.
Sure.
You need this man who will instill discipline in the children. Is the man ready to see my child or my children as his own? As he disciplines his, he disciplines mine as well. Are you, the woman, also ready to accept the man discipline your children? So you don't see it as he pampers his and spanks mine. You understand what I'm talking about? So you the man, you don't also see your wife as feeding hers well and feeding yours some way. You understand what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So it's very, very important as we are coming together. We already have our children.
Yeah.
So the challenges, ability to adjust to new parenting and discipline style.
Okay.
The ability to adjust. So you, the parents, for all you know, the man doesn't have a child, but the woman has. And now he's going to start marriage immediately as a father.
Sure.
And playing fatherly role.
No experience.
You understand? Or the woman has no child, but the man has. and is bringing the child into the marriage, and just when the marriage starts, you, the man, the woman, you are starting as a mother.
As a mother.
How do you go about it? So that when you have your biological one at the with time, your love for this child of the man will not wax cold.
Sure.
But will still be as it was. So nobody will say that it is because she wants the marriage. That's why she pretends to love the child. So blended family system is a serious thing. You also have the child's mother or father, who we term as non-residential parents.
Okay.
Yes. I think today
lots of
lot of terms or jargons.
Yeah.
Good. So you have this child's either mother or father as non-residential parents, who probably may be spying from afar.
Sure.
How the child is doing in that house, whether the stepdad is doing. You understand what I'm talking about?
Are they treating him? They're more treating him. Is he taking him as his own? Lots of questions.
Sometimes the non-residential person may cross the child at the school to find out how things are in the house.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
Other times too, there is the challenge of visitation. Okay. So we are just trying to point out few things.
Sure.
When it comes to
this
reconstituted marriage or blended family system. Yeah. Because it's challenging.
Yeah.
And it's something that you see a lot of people in love pretend.
Exactly.
Exactly. They are so pretense around this, as if they love the child.
But when you are not around,
as if they love the child in order to get the marriage. So you, the man, you are rest assured that this woman is going to be a better mother than even the biological mother of the child. And you the woman, you may also trust the man as becoming a better father to this child of yours than even the biological father. So you put in all only for you to later realize that this wasn't what you bargained for.
Oh God, it's getting interesting.
Then we also look at the challenge of discipline.
Okay.
Discipline. The challenge of discipline. I think I just touched on it.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you hear the man talking to your child, and you want to listen to the tone, and compare to his children, and you're like, no, when you are talking to my child, you raise your voice. When you are talking to yours, you no. So you see the challenge of discipline. When the man is scolding the children, you try to, put
you want to measure
weight,
and see
some weight on it, as to whether your children are being severely.
Why are you always
on
talking
mine?
About why are you always
on mine? On mine. And when this is done, it causes so much insecurity. In fact, the peace and the harmony in the home is disturbed. You see, another challenge that we could also look at is the challenge of strong conflict. Strong conflict between these children.
Okay.
The mother, the father ends up causing conflict between the children. Now the children, begin to look at themselves as enemies. There's always anger. Some become very defensive. Let me give you this example. For instance, if the man comes to the marriage with 2 children, and the first child happens to be older than the woman's child, who also is brought into the marriage. When this elderly one tries to discipline, I don't want to use the word stepchild.
Your younger brother.
The younger child.
Yeah.
It's like, it can also cause conflict.
Yeah.
Because the mother feels like the elderly one does not beat his sibling, bloody sibling, but always on hers.
Sure. It's serious.
So, Counsellor Tony, what do we do? What do we do when all these problems are staring at us? You see, in the process of the courtship or the period in which we are getting to know ourselves, we need to be very critical. We need to be very sincere about ourselves.
Okay.
Because if you cannot take care of someone's child as your own, it's something that you should know.
Okay.
You should know. Even before you enter, you should assess yourself and be sincere to yourself.
Okay.
And you should also be mindful about who you are handing over your child to as a wife or as a husband.
Okay.
It's not about he coming to visit and then he comes with cake.
Come with toffee.
With toffee. And then your child ran to him and then he carries the child on the laps and you think it's okay. That is fine. It's going to work. Look at it carefully. Prayerfully engage yourself in this decision as to whether it's going to work for me or not. Because you can't put these children's future on a line.
Sure.
Someone asks, I finished giving birth and I still want to marry.
Okay.
Trust me, there are others who have also finished giving birth and they still want to marry. You are not the only person who have finished giving birth and you still want to marry. You understand what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You are not the only person who have finished giving birth and still want to marry. There are others who have also have the same desire as yours. So pray.
Okay.
Pray. Don't go in for someone who still wants to give birth.
Okay.
And give the person troubles.
When the person requests that you run away.
You understand? So whatever you want exists.
Okay.
You understand what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Whatever kind of family system you want, it exists.
It exists.
Take your time so that you don't put someone's children into trouble.
Okay.
They didn't beg you to come and marry their mother. They did not beg you to come and marry their father. So you put them into
put them into a military training torment.
You see, you remember I said one of what could lead to blended family system is death.
Yeah.
You know, there are times that these children or the child will always remember the parents,
the deceased,
the deceased mom or dad. So what can you, as the residential parent, do in order to help the child come out of that? Because if the child at 16, you can't deceive him or her that the parent have traveled.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
A child at 16, when the mom is sick and die, she will know.
Yeah.
She will know. So if the father or the mother comes to marry you to help also take care or start a new family with you, and you begin to torture this child, you put the child into some stress, some level of depression. The child sits down and is like, if my mother or my father were to be here. And it's challenging.
Very.
Sometimes some of the mothers get angry and insult them by their dead mom.
Sure. It's interesting. So there's a comment here from Tyler. He says this is very difficult, yet very common in our society. Thank you, Counselor. So it's a difficult situation.
Yeah.
As a child, you don't really plan to. No one plans that.
No.
If even the adults, no one plans it.
No.
Circumstances.
It just happened.
Yeah.
You know. Oh, it was a mistake. Yes, we agree it was a mistake.
Yeah, but he did not plan the mistake.
But you see, now you are making a new decision.
Sure.
To start a new family with a child that you have already. And this partner of yours has no child. So you need to work on yourself and be ready that whoever is accepting this child of yours is also ready to be the mother or the father of that child. So that you don't sit down and say that you made a wrong decision.
Wow.
So as you are entering into that marriage with your child, accepting another person, the other person's child, be sure to give a mutual love, mutual discipline, mutual training. You understand? You don't. You see, sometimes you are tempted to pay your own fees first before you pay the other person's fee.
Yeah.
But yes, you there may be a need. Put those needs into consideration.
Okay.
Now the your residential child or your wife's child or your husband's child is preparing to go and write BECE or preparing to go and write exams, and he or she needs to pay the fees, pay the registration fee, and your child is only in class 3 or class 6, and he or she is not going to write exams.
There's no pressure.
There's no pressure. So who do you pay first?
You pay from where the pressure is.
You understand? And this comes with love.
Wow. So time is almost up, and no, it's up. It's not almost. And it's getting interesting here. Can we do a part 2 of this?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to see how best we can help ourselves, so that when you are entering, you know you are making a quality decision.
Okay.
When you are not entering, you know you have made a quality decision.
Sure.
Because yes, you can take care of those children alone as a single mother or a single father. Bring them up in a way that you want. You can also take them into marriage, and they will come up in a way or a manner that you want. Sure. And that is what I want us to that's the level I want us to get to in this discussion.
All right.
So today we are
building the foundation.
Yes, we've lifted one here, lift the other one there, lift the other. And I believe that our listeners or and our viewers can relate.
Sure.
Can relate.
Sure.
Someone will say that, oh, I'm happy I was a stepchild to this man. If not, I don't know what my life would have been. Yes. Others are fortunate to have stepmothers and stepfathers, or other children were actually fortunate to get into a blended family system, and it's working for them. Others also wish it never happened at all.
That is the bad side.
So when we meet next week, by the grace of God, I believe that God will help us. Others have so much pain for their parents because they sent them into a blended family system. Others are also happy. Others feel blessed. So when we meet next week, by the grace of God, we will help ourselves.
Sure.
We'll help ourselves.
All right. So when we meet next week, God willing, we will help ourselves. And let me pick some few comments that are coming. So Aaron said, this is very difficult, yet very common in our society. And he says, thank you, Counselor. Thank you. And then Morgan says, this needs lots of sacrifice. Yeah, it needs lots of sacrifice. Taking care of someone's child as your own. Yeah. And then I also says, investigative parenting. Very interesting. I'm sure it's the fact that you want to move to your child's school to see what is happening out there. Investigative parenting. Very interesting. Amandilina says, this is deep. Thanks, guys. And they say, this needs part 2, please. All right, so Lina, we'll do that. We'll do the part 2, God willing, next week. And then John Kay says, pretense is killing most of us. Yes, it's true. Most people want to pretend to get what they want. And then our brother Alex says, knowledge. Good. All right, so this is how far we will get for today. And Counselor, your final words, and we end it.
Yeah, so thanks to all our listeners and our commenters. Yes, it's encouraging, and it is my prayer that a time will come when nobody will want to divorce.
Sure.
Where marriages will work. Even when one will want to enter into marriage again, it will still work.
Sure.
Because marriage is a beautiful thing and it's honorable. I want to say thank you again to yourself, your good self, for the opportunity. And I believe that the work we are doing, by the grace of God, will go